I like this, I like that. Hey there, literary geeks. What's up? Rachel, are you drinking tea? It's like 35 degrees outside. Yup. As someone who works at a bookstore, I get a lot of people coming in saying, I loved the Hunger Games. What else do you recommend that's like this? So I decided for today's Reader's Nook, I would do a little video about if you like a certain book. I have other recommendations for you of books that are maybe a little bit less popular or not a lot of people have read yet. Starting off with The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. If you like The Hunger Games, you are going to adore Court of Fives by Kate Elliott. While The Hunger Games is more dystopian and Court of Fives is more fantasy, this still has the whole extreme elimination challenge kind of vibe to it. Court of Fives follows our main character Jessamy, who wants to compete in the Fives Court, which is a competition for riches and fame. The fact that she's both a girl and mixed race is an interesting extra piece of tension that helps along with the relationships. She also meets some of the other people that are competing for this, including the prince, and they have a bit of a relationship in there, which is really cool. A book series near and dear to most of our hearts is Graceling by Kristen Cashore, which is full of kick-butt girls, swords, and magic. If you liked Graceling, you are going to love Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. Now I know this book is somewhat popular. People know about this, but I feel like not enough people know about this because this is a phenomenal book. Our main character Kelsey in this is like super freaking hardcore badass. She gets stabbed in the shoulder and she's like, oh, pff, whatever, no big deal, just gonna ascend my throne now. This is not a teen book per se, but the main character is still quite young and I feel like there's a bit of crossover. Moving on, Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor boasts angels and demons, and if you liked Daughter of Smoke and Bone, you are going to love The Stars Never Rise by Rachel Vincent. This is more just plain old demons, and I loved this book. It's just my kind of creepy, and there's a little bit of a conspiracy theory type thing going on here that may offend some people just because religion is brought into it quite a bit. The focus of this is in a dystopian world, demons have taken over, and the church is now the government of the world. And the main character finds out she is an exorcist and is on the run with other exorcists trying to evade the fake exorcists. Oh my goodness, there's demons, more and more demons and demons. It's great. One last fantasy series duo before I go into the contemporaries, and that is one of my favorite fantasy books of all time, Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And if you liked Throne of Glass, you are going to love The Falconer by Elizabeth May. Our main character Alina is a lady who is secretly plotting revenge against the fairy that killed her mother, and she's training with another fairy to be able to take her down. And I love this so much because the fairies in here are the best written fairies I have ever seen. They're creepy, they're so inhuman, their morals are so skewed, and I love their world too, as we do kind of get to see into that. The ending of this, you just can't do that, Elizabeth May, you horrible person! I need it right now! Now moving on to contemporaries. If you, by happenstance, like Vanishing Girls by Lauren Oliver, or really anything by Lauren Oliver, you are going to really like This Is Where the World Ends by Amy Zhang. These two books have a similar feel in that there is an event and then there is the before and the after, but they don't tell you what the event is, and I really like those kind of books where you kind of have to figure it out yourself. And This Is Where the World Ends was really great. It's a topic that's not often dealt with in YA, and the girl character in this is like quirky and hilarious, and the guy character is usually down to earth and serious, and I really liked him. You see more of his point of view. And lastly, if you liked Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire-Senez, you are going to really like the lovely story that is The 5 Stages of Andrew Brawley by Sean David Hutchison. Through this book, Andrew Brawley lives in a hospital, and there's a patient admitted that is burned all over his body because people set him on fire for being gay. Throughout the book, Andrew starts to fall in love with this new patient, but also has to face some of his own inner demons about why he's there and how he's there, and some of the unfortunate issues that are happening amongst his friends. Plus, it's really cool because the main character draws comic books, so there's a bit of a comic book theme, and every couple chapters you get comics, which is interesting. Hopefully you can add some of these to your summer reading list, and leave down below if there are any that I mentioned that you're like, oh, that other book sounds similar to that. I bet Rachel would like it. Our live chat on Sunday is going to be a motivation and perseverance type chat, so you're gonna want to tune in for that. If it's warm in your neck of the woods, keep cool, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.